Hello, Matthew Williams here, bringing you a quick video to talk about theft. Theft. You see, circle makers are often accused of being criminals, i.e. Criminal damage to the crop, and people that don't like the fact that circle makers are out there admitting to having made circles, maybe not actually admitting to which ones, for legal reasons, but admitting they do make circles, that pisses off certain people who call themselves researchers, yes. Of course, we know they're not really researchers because they couldn't research their way out of a paper bag. But I saw Whitley Strieber recently saying things along the lines of the triangle one at the 3D triangle with all the detail at Hackpen Hill, that couldn't be made by humans. And I mean, you know, credit to the aliens that made it. That's all I can say. The aliens that made the Hackpen Hill 3D triangle with all the detail in it, those aliens are probably pretty proud of themselves right now. So well done, Whitley, for spotting the truth out there. Of course, there's other people that can spot the truth. I'm not going to name their names because I think they're getting so pathetic now that they don't really deserve the credit of being given names through my channel. I've given up on this now, but what we'll do is we'll describe to you who they likely are so you can work it out for yourself. So no names mentioned, but there's a certain somebody who thinks that he can tell which circles are real and which ones aren't, and of course he can decide which ones aren't. I believe that this person actually said that Hackpen Hill was made by humans. So there we are. Now he's a Wiltshire-based researcher, and likes to spend a lot of his time in a cafe. And unlike some people, he doesn't keep silent on his thoughts, even though the people in the cafe are expected to be silent about it. This person basically said that Hackpen Hill was man-made. So, Whitley, you must be wrong, because this amazing researcher, who seems to know his stuff, so he says that it was made by people. So it's amazing, isn't it, how, you know, big names say one thing, and little names say another thing, and none of them can agree. They've all got different theories. They can never agree. So that's kind of interesting. And the other thing is that said same small researcher, right, small researcher, can't really sort of help himself from stealing people's photos. And basically the upshot of this is that other people's photos without permission are appearing on said name small researcher's website, and no credit given, and in fact the copyright has been given to this researcher. So this researcher is actually claiming they're his own photos. So, well done, well done. We're not going to give you the credit that you don't deserve by naming you, because that would give you what you want, which is a little bit of notoriety. And we're not going to give you that. We're not going to give it to you. We've given it to you in the past, trying to tell you where you're going wrong, but we're not going to give that to you anymore. We're going to deny it to you. So, little researcher who likes to hang around in a cafe and basically talks a little bit like this because he can't really talk properly, right? Yeah. Then that person, unfortunately, thinks that thieving from other people is okay, but making crop circles isn't. So, what's the difference between one criminal act and another criminal act? That's what I'd like to know. Now, certain people from Holland, you know, sort of, is it Holland? I think it is, yeah. Certain people that like to fly the circles every single day just to see if there's something new out there. Funnily enough, they steal people's photos as well. And it's interesting because, yet again, when this certain so-called researcher that actually couldn't research their way out of a packet of fucking fags, yes, when they basically go and get a circle that they've got, maybe 1 hour before anyone else has managed to photograph it, they will not give their photos to anybody. They will not share their photos with anyone, apart from selling them to certain well-known photographers who fly helicopters, whose, again, names shall be unmentioned because we're getting bored of giving these people credit where they perhaps don't deserve it. They will sell their photos to said same photographer, and strangely enough, if you look on said same photographer's website, his own very nice photographs are then supplemented with some photographs which are very substandard in quality. Now, these wouldn't be the same ones that come from a certain Netherlands-based researcher who comes over and flies the circles every day, even if there's no circle out there, and spends an awful amount of money on flying when there may not be anything there, and then steals other people's photographs, puts their name on them as well, but thinks that theft is okay. If they get new circles that nobody else has seen, they won't share them with anybody, but they then think it's okay to steal photos from other people's websites and put them on their own, and put them on their own Facebook, and not credit the original sources yet again. You see, now this is the hypocrisy of these researchers. I think we know who we're talking about, and no, I'm not going to name them, because I don't want to give them credit. All I want to do is this. Because the bottom line is, most of you have been desperate this year because other photographers have been out there getting the photographs sooner than these guys, and that's what makes them upset and jealous, and that's why they won't share their toys with anyone else, they won't share any of their photos with anyone else, and that's why they steal other people's photos, because they can't get their own. Yes, because they can't get their own, they have to steal. So the ones they can't go and visit because they're too far away, they steal. The ones that they missed because they weren't there in time, they steal. And the ones that basically they couldn't take because of weather, but other people could take because of weather conditions, they'll steal those too. So the hypocrisy of telling people which circles are man-made and which ones are alien, and then stealing photographs and then saying they're their own copyright, is just amazing. So to all of those out there that do that and think that this is justifiable means to get to your ends, maybe the people who own those photographs will actually, take you to court, or maybe they will actually put a cease and desist on you. I don't know. It's been discussed in the background, and then that would be funny, wouldn't it? Because they've got all the evidence they require that this has been going on, and thankfully that's been, there for a number of months on these people's websites. So thanks for giving that evidence, and we'll see whether or not the people who own those photographs want to actually go forward and do that. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Another court case, another one for the person who's already been in court denying that he ever did anything wrong, and he was found fully guilty. And he denied, no. The court was wrong, the people were wrong, the witnesses were wrong, everyone was wrong but me. I'm not wrong. I might be found guilty, but I'm not wrong. Well, we'll see if you're not wrong on this occasion then, isn't it? I'm not wrong, I didn't steal, they're my photos, they're my photos. Are they? Can you prove that? Got the originals? Got the original high-res ones? I don't think so. So, maybe this needs to go to court in order to prove the point, because some people seem to think that they have a sort of divine handle on the truth. So, the only way to seem to sort of, prove the point to these people is by actually taking them to court and showing them that they are guilty, not innocent. But there we go. So, we shall see soon. Goodbye.